Here is the world's news in pictures, and this is Cathay Gazette screening it.
Britain went to war on the old three-tonners. Some of them ATS drivers were right little stunners. In the good old days, we used to call them lorries, but it never seemed to matter to my four-stroke Doris. She had great style when shifting gear, but if she hit the brake, you had to watch your rear. When Bedford went to war, Bedford, your bum got bleeding sore. We rode about some mad a bull, long or short, men fat or small. Bedford meant the biz. In the east and west, India or Burma, you'll find that old griffin on the terra firma, choking on sand, running out of water. We even found space for the quartermaster's daughter. In the Remy or the Waff, gunners or the sappers, you'll find old Bedford went to war. Bedford, your bum got bleeding sore. We rode 'em out, some had a bull, long or short, men fat or small. Bedford meant the biz. Bedford meant the biz.
Welcome to Millbrook, Bedford's European Test Centre here in the heart of the Bedfordshire countryside. And if our battle order has gone to plan, and I guess it must have done, or you wouldn't be watching me now, one of these Bedford commando girls delivered this video presentation, which is all about the improvements that we are making to the complete Bedford range for 1983. And those developments start right here at Millbrook. 700 acres incorporating every road and off-road vehicle condition a commercial vehicle can possibly have to face up to. Every condition imaginable to put our vans and trucks through the toughest tests before we launch them into world markets. And that testing goes on night and day for the design improvements that keep Bedford out in front. Testing that creates quality engineering never more apparent than in our 1983 lineup. Our opening sequence will have reminded you that Bedfords have been on the road for well over half a century. And as you can see, our military connections are stronger than ever. The latest TM 4x4 military truck still meeting the needs of our own fighting forces.
Come on, darlings, on the double!
Okay then, let's find out now a lot more about those great 1983 Bedfords. Okay, you lucky fellas.
I say, Haskell, old chap.
Sir,
What did you do back in civilian life?
I was a licensed London taxi driver, sir. Cabin.
Oh, that could be very useful. You could help us find the Bedfords then, couldn't you?
I don't think so, sir. I think we're outside the Metropolitan Police boundary, sir.
Oh, God, what a bore. Never mind. What day is it, Haskell?
August the 20th, sir. In this day, in 1912, General Booth died. And also, in 1940, on the same day in Mexico, Leon Trotsky was assassinated.
Hold on a minute, Haskell. Now, what do they call you jaws back in the next? I say, isn't that the Bedfords over there? Haven't we found them?
I say so. Well done, sir.
Never mind, Haskell. Carry on, carry on.
Yes, sir.
Without doubt, the biggest single development in heavy trucks in the past few years has been the universal adoption of turbocharging for diesels, and Bedford are now right out there in front with their proven Blue series of turbocharged engines for their TM heavy trucks, the Y series buses, and the heavy vehicles in the TL range. And the good news, of course, is that turbocharged engines will be standard in all Bedford trucks and buses for 1983. Now, you, of course, know the advantages of turbocharging, but let's summarise them very briefly. A naturally aspirated diesel engine can never burn its fuel to the best advantage because it's limited by the amount of air that can be sucked in by the piston on the induction stroke. Larger engines are more powerful, but then only with the penalty of extra weight and extra cost. So the logical answer to making a small engine more efficient is to force more air in, and that's exactly what a turbocharger does. And it does it by harnessing the exhaust gases that normally go to waste down the exhaust pipe. By putting a turbine wheel in the exhaust and linking it to a rotary compressor in the inlet manifold, you can use the engine's own output to generate more power. And oddly enough, a turbocharged engine is a quieter engine, which of course is good news for everybody. And there's nothing mystical or strange about a turbocharged engine. It needs no extra routine maintenance, no special adjustment. In fact, it can mean much less maintenance than a normally aspirated engine. So Bedford turbocharging means higher efficiency, it means better hill climbing, it means a 9% improvement in fuel consumption for the same power. It means superb stop-start characteristics. It also means a cleaner exhaust because the fuel is burnt more fully, and turbocharging actually reduces high-frequency combustion noise, which of course concerns driver and non-driver alike. So we've got the Blue series for the heavies and the buses, the Red series for the lighter TL, and 1983 will introduce new, more powerful variants of the Red series engines. Okay, let's move on to changes that have taken place in the cab and the chassis. Let's take the TM series first, and let's start with what are perhaps the most important factors of all, namely the driver and his comfort. Because, of course, the cab is the driver's private office. Now, Bedford searched around for the best driver's seat. Finally, they ended up with this one, which is the new Bostrom design. There are three sizes of cab: regular, wide, which is what this is, and sleeper. In the sleeper, the rear windows have gone. There's a new fold-away top bunk, smarter trim, and they've continued the thermal insulation now right up to the roof, all intended, of course, to give you a better rested, more alert, fresher driver, hopefully a safer and a more productive one as well. Instrumentation, well, they've relocated the instruments. It's amazing how they still find things to do with the instruments after all these years. There's more stowage space for the driver and space for a radio and speakers on either side. And there are also changes and improvements to the chassis and the drive lines. Let's look at those. Differential locks are now fitted as standard on all heavy-duty TM vehicles, mainly to reduce the risk of tail whip. And the new gearboxes are quieter simply because more teeth are in mesh on each train. The chassis is stronger. All the channel members are now made from hot-rolled steel, so there's no need for flitching or bracing, which of course trims the weight and offers the customer greater payload. And this is typical of the kind of development that Bedford are doing all the time. This extension tube on the gear shift and that seal there cuts down the noise transmitted into the cab, makes it easier to tilt the cab. All part, if you like, of a quiet development revolution that's been going on with the TM series over the past couple of years. And just to dot the I's and cross the T's, if you like, on the TM series, it ranges, of course, from 16 to 44 tons, a very wide range of engines available, including the Cummins and the Detroit diesels, and next year that range will be extended when they offer the new Cummins L10 engine on certain models. Now, the 1982 models made banner headlines, and these improvements taken together keep the TM series firmly in their place as among the most advanced, the most efficient, the most driver-safe vehicles you can find. And let's not overlook the developments that are taking place also in the Y series buses. The most important are that all the series are now fitted with anti-roll bars and integral power steering, two major contributions to improve road safety, an area, I need scarcely say, of paramount importance to the passenger vehicle operator. And in 1983, you'll be seeing these chassis carrying new coach bodies from Plaxton's, Dupel and Wrights.